So we're all big fans of Black Lives Matter and George Floyd over here. I didn't even know about fentanyl until they started their awareness campaign, so I'm personally very grateful to them for that. And think how much space they cleared in the summer of 2020 when they burned down all the cities. And they did it for no money, only accepting Air Jordans as payment. This is such a selfless cause we are talking about. And they even scammed stupid rich white kids into humiliating themselves by trying to set up an autonomous zone in Seattle. Remember the chance where they thought their mother and father's potted plants would turn into food if they planted them in an area marked as a farm? Hilarious times indeed. So why wouldn't everyone love this organization? They're on a quest to entertain, raise awareness, and generally make the world a better place with absolutely no violence at all. Well, there are some certain bigots who are just being racist as usual and asking, where exactly did the $90 million Black Lives Matter has raised go? I know, right? What a despicable question. Obviously rooted in white supremacy. How dare you question where the money is being embezzled? Sorry, I mean spent on George Floyd murals and shrines or something. Early on, as reported on this channel, way back when I only had a couple of hundred subscribers, we could see something might be up with individual chapters when this fellow got caught stealing all the money he'd raised. But that's on a very local level. You can't taint the entire organization with the same brush, of course. However, we can go a little bit higher up the company to, I don't know, the co-founder of the entire Black Lives Matter Foundation, Patrisse Cullors, and start to think, something might be up with this. They might be up to shenanigans here. Now, I know what you're thinking. No, you fat folk. She didn't spend the entire $90 million on food, just 50% of it. She does really enjoy buying mansions though. She has 4 of them now. And most recently, she very clearly, as well as embezzling money, is also laundering money, because she bought with the Black Lives Matter fund in cash a mansion in LA off her realtor friend for $5.8 million, which her realtor friend paid $3.1 million for 6 days before. Oh, and a cash purchase, of course. That's not dodgy at all. So Miss Piggy Cullors obviously said that questioning her stealing everyone's money to buy sick mansions and live the high life was racist and sexist, and it was bought for the BLM organization as a safe space for black creatives, activists, and thought leaders, and its purchase was never disclosed because it needed renovating. Well, that's not really how disclosure works, is it? You can't leave a $6 million hole in your company's finances because somebody needed new wallpaper, can you? So that's a little backstory. I could go into further details about shell companies where she's hiding money, but not very smartly. But that's not that interesting. This brings us up to today, where she did an interview at an event about money laundering or something, and she really said some interesting and also stupid things. Now let me just clarify. The form in America that the taxman requires charities to disclose their financial activities every year is called the IRS Form 990, just so you know what she's talking about. It's such a trip now to hear the term 990, Cullors said Friday during an event at the Vashon Center for the Arts. I'm like, it's like triggering. Well, I bet it is kind of triggering when you can't account for $6 million you're missing because you didn't disclose the mansion you bought for yourself with it. But she goes on, I actually did not know what 990s were before all of this happened. This doesn't seem safe for us, this 990 structure, this non-profit system structure, Cullors said. This is like deeply unsafe. This is being literally weaponized against us, against the people we work with. And you know what? She's right. It is weaponized against you. If you steal everyone's money to buy yourself stuff instead of what the money was for, it's not your company, it's a charity. And nowhere did you say, justice for George Floyd, donate now so I can buy this really cool mansion Marilyn Monroe lived in during the riots, because they probably wouldn't have given you any money if you said that. She then goes on to blame racism for thievery a few more times, because of course she has to at this stage. Let's hope she doesn't get away with it. I suspect she's not going to. This is theft on a huge scale. The BLM rioters have outlived their usefulness, and no matter what country you live in, the worst crime you can possibly commit in the government's eyes is not giving the taxman his slice. So she's done for. Just give it time. And let's take a minute to think, what would George Floyd think of all this? He's the real victim in all of this. Think how much fentanyl he could have bought with $90 million. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to see more content like this. Thanks, boy.